Hello, I'm Tlish, and you're watching Coffee and Clix. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoy our content, it really helps us out. Today we're joined with Tiago Pinto da Luz from Brazil. Hi, Tiago. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. Besides the current world situation, everything's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to start off by just asking, for you to talk about a little bit about your Heroclix playing history, and the scene in Brazil, the Heroclix scene in Brazil.
I started playing Clix on the 2014, I guess. It was the last month of the Fear Itself event. It was a great event, by the way. Loved that. And let me see. That year I played the Nationals. I got third place. In 2015, I win the Brazilian Nationals. I was using Nick Fury, Composite Superman. In 2016, I won the Nationals again using the Ultron arm, like the plus team, damage team Ultron. And that's basically my main achievements on the Heroclix in Brazil. Outside, I got like 10th place on US Nationals and 9th place on Worlds and 9th place on the Rock Cup. If I'm not wrong.
Wow, yeah, that's really good. I mean, so is there like a large HeroClix playing scene in Brazil overall? Like, is there a lot of players from Brazil?
It's more like you have a big group of players, but since Brazil is a huge place, lots of players are like who have like 10 on one state, 10 on another, 10 on another, 10 on another. So in the end, when you make a national and everyone goes, you can make like a 14, 15 players a national, 50 players national.
Okay.
But the major cities is São Paulo and São Paulo, Taubaté, and Guaxupé, the two places that you can see more players. Maybe and Rio also. And one thing that's funny about them talking about Heroclix on Brazil, since most of players don't have the access of the lots of figures like US players have, we usually see a more aggressive meta here. For example, do you remember the Dr. Octopus, the Connery?
Yeah.
So the year he was on release, since he was released with the title, every tournament you see like lots of players playing him, maybe two of him on teams. So it's fun because usually Brazilian players are aggressive.
Okay. So when you mean by like access to the pieces, what, like, let's say like JLU was scheduled to be released in April. When would it be received in Brazil, around the same time, or?
If you're talking WizKids a regular distribution, never. You have to buy from US stores. When stores arrive on the US, we have as people, as players, buy from the stores on the US. You can't buy from a distributor because we doesn't have one.
Okay.
The last set I saw arriving legally in Brazil was the first Deadpool set on 2014.
Oh, wow. Okay. So when you buy from like third party markets and stuff like that, like Troll and Toad and like.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. I mean, like now that. I mean, unfortunately, with the current world situation, there hasn't been a lot of like playing other than online, or if you're fortunate to have someone at home that you can play with. But I know rotation is supposed to happen. I think it's still going to be scheduled to happen in June. What do you think are like pieces that you're going to miss from rotation that are being rotated out?
Actually, I'm loving this rotation because, ID cards.
Yeah. I think everybody's happy about that.
Like you said, there's always that one or two figures that you miss because you use it a lot. And in my case, it's probably the Star Fox, the Chase one, because I used that guy a lot. It was an amazing figure. I played him with Mjolnir sometimes, with Exospecs. He's amazing. He deals damage. He's a good support. He has everything you need.
Yeah, he was on my list too of pieces I'm gonna miss. Star Fox. I had Star Fox. Starter Hulk. I I actually think a lot of starter Hulk teams were really fun to play. They weren't necessarily overpowered, but I think they were fun to play. Like Hulk Exospecs and things like that.
Yeah.
I
Do you that team with the Vast, the Colossal Vast, and Korath that makes Hulk's Quicks forever?
Oh yeah, that's a crazy team. Yeah. Also, I think we're cosmic players are going to miss Groot because currently there's no leadership.
Yeah, people will have to use Prez, and he's good, but he's not the same as a Groot.
So, are there any other pieces you're going to miss, or?
Unseen is amazing. We have to agree that the Avengers Infinity set was a really good set. It had lots of stuff in the meta.
I think that was a really good set. Yeah.
The X-Men is good, but since we already have a new X-Men set on the meta, you can maybe ignore the old X-Men set.
Yeah, the old X-Men set was mostly ID cards, mainly. I feel like it was mainly an ID card set.
Yeah, besides ID cards, which figure you have in that set that was going to the field? Mostly was ID cards.
Yeah, unless you were playing Blackbird or something like that,
Yeah, exactly. The title Harley was also amazing.
Oh yeah, she was good. I really liked King Shark for animal teams.
Yeah, he and Devil Dinosaur is amazing.
And I'm checking to see what I wrote down here.
The Thor set entirely the Thor set and the Carnage.
Okay, let me ask: are you gonna miss Giant Girl, or do you think that Giant Girl good riddance to Giant Girl?
It's a hard question because I used the Giant Girls a lot. It was amazing on Avengers team. It was great because it was a easy way to hire your teammate team, and also a really strong piece.
Yeah.
It's like there's no drawbacks on using her. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
She's good, but I think I'm really liking missing the older retaliators like Carnage, Surtur. These guys are amazing. They're insane.
Yeah. No. The retaliators were. Yeah, because now who do we have as a really strong retaliator post rotation? Dark Phoenix and I can't think of that much else really.
Iceman, that's situational. The biggest ones I think is Dark Phoenix and Tri-Sentinel.
Yeah, Tri-Sentinel, that's right. Yeah, Tri-Sentinel is very good.
But back then maybe the Prime is Storm, but she's really expensive and lots of players won't use her because of the Prime slot.
Maybe Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman. But I think Iceman is more situational. I think Iceman is better now than he might be better later because now he has more Colossals to hit.
Yeah, no, I was using Iceman as a call-in. I would use him as even as a 100-point call-in. As a 100-point call-in, he was really good. But
the same goes the Colossus. He's better as a call-in than he'll be later.
Yeah. Are there any pieces that you're not going to miss?
Like I said, most of the ID cards, because nobody wants that. Man, one thing that I really hate to play against is Mudman. The ridiculous bystander that comes on the turtle starter, that's Mudman. He's annoying, he's boring, I hate that figure.
I agree. I have played against Mudman a few times, and I hate playing against it because you just want to kill it, but then you realize that you're expending too much effort killing it, so usually you're losing while you're trying to kill Mudman.
Since they have lots of retaliators with him, you hit him, you do your attack, you do nothing, and he will be able to throw a Carnations in front of you. So there is no point on hitting him.
Yeah, and if somebody carries him across the map and gets him in your face, then it's messed up,
One thing that I I don't know how I feel about. It's the Elseworld set, the Chase Green Arrow. He was amazing. He had its time and disappeared off the method.
Um, Chase Green Arrow, I think, was a really fun piece to use in. I mean, not as a call in. I think he was a little cheesy as a call in, but I mean, now like if we still had him now post rotation, I think he would be interesting because I think a lot of people would use him main force. But I think he does have value main force, just in the same way the Hawkeye had value main force. A lot of people were using Hawkeye as a call in, and then later on, people figured out that Hawkeye was also good main force.
Yeah, because with the lots of Avengers like Giant Girls, you can make a +9, +8 damage team with Hawkeye shooting your entire team. These main figures.
I mean, I'm definitely not going to miss Unimind. I never liked playing against Unimind. I mean, I understand that he's out there and people can play him if they want to, but I don't enjoy playing against him.
In Rock Cup, and it's because it was his year. It was the year I remember that Rock Cup, I made like 6 or 8 games, and I faced only Uniminds. I only played. I used Uniminds against Uniminds only, the entire days, all days I played.
Mm-hmm.
But other thing, I'm not sure if they are rotating, I guess, or maybe less rotation. Maybe it's the shredders.
Oh yeah.
Last rotation, or they're going now?
I think that was last. I think the shredders rotated out last rotation.
It was last rotation, right? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, but I definitely don't miss them.
But really, I think that the entire Thor set going away is good for game balance because we have lots of stuff in that set.
In Thor?
Yeah.
Oh, Retaliators, Unimind, Hulk.
All the equipment we have there.
Oh yeah, the equipment, yeah. Mjolnir, although...
Even Thunder Striker was good to use.
Oh, yeah, either...
Of course.
Yeah. I'm also not going to miss the tank that much. I mean, I hate playing against the tank.
Oh, that's true.
Because that also rotates out. But I mean, the tank is fun. I mean, it's a really good piece. So like, either you're playing with it or you're trying to figure out how to get.
Yeah, the problem of not that that's a problem of the tank, but since he's only 8 points and doesn't count, he's a bystander, so it doesn't count against or for your team on damage teams. Every team can place it. There is no reason for I can't use tank on this team. Usually, 9% of the times you can use either tank on your team.
Yeah.
And lots of the black teams disappeared because of the tank. The teams with lots of figures disappeared because of the tank.
I mean, on the other side of the coin, I'm going to actually miss the boxing ring. Because I thought the boxing ring was, I mean, it's really good, but it's defensive, it's not offensive, so...
The problem of the boxing ring, okay, now you have the new boxing ring. Of course, it doesn't work the same way. Actually, it's really different, but the old boxing ring, it was because you can place on the map and build like a fortress inside of it.
Yeah.
So you can place him and say, "Oh, this is my line, and you can't go here."
Yeah, I guess can you pulse wave through the boxing ring? No, you can't. I don't think you can, right?
You can pulse wave, but you get the -2.
You still get the -2. Yeah, so there was really no way around it, really.
Exactly. You have to jump inside of the ring. But if the opponent is well placed inside, when you jump, you can make a shot because you're back adjacent to him, so it blocks a lot of stuff. It's a really good protection. With JLU coming out, and also Fantastic Four
We saw the starter set already. Like, well, I mean, even with Captain America and the Avengers, which just came out, right? Now seeing all the pieces that are coming out now, after rotation, what do you think is going to be the strongest team pieces to build around, or teams to have post rotation?
I'm not saying the strongest because I think the meta will shake like a lot. Will change basically everything the way of, because today you can build defensive teams and strike only with the ID cards. When the ID cards goes away, you have to add some attack on the team. But one thing that I'm really testing here on online games, of course, stay at home, it's the robot teams with Amazo, Mr. Sinister, Magneto, and Price Sentinel.
So wait, so robot team with Amazo, Tri-Sentinel, Magneto. Oh, ruler team. That's ruler, right?
No, it's robot.
Oh, with the robot Magneto, the
Exactly.
the prime-ish one. Okay, so yeah, that Magneto, Amazo,
Mr. Sinister, the also prime one.
and then
It's a team because Amazo barely takes damage. Magneto also does take damage. Sinister also does.
okay.
The other figure I was using was Isaac because he can stay on the back making pogs and annoying. So you basically your opponent doesn't have place to get points. You have to face a full Amazo with a really point to take down.
Yeah. And what team ups would you use with Amazo?
Only Flash basically, because Hypersonic and Super Senses are great.
Okay.
I was thinking about the option of Wonder Woman because of the flurry, because flurry is always good. But I think or Hawker because of the sidestep. But I really think the Flash is probably the others are usable, but Flash you use 9% of the times because Hypersonic speed and Super Senses.
Yeah. Even with a zero range on Amazo?
Yeah, but when he copies once, he gets his values, his range value. So I can use Amazo to copy my Magneto and give Amazo 8 range.
Oh, okay, because he copies the range too.
Yeah, he copies the 3 powers and the range.
Ah, okay. All right. I'll bring him up. We're going to look at Amazo.
The power adaptation range.
You play him at 125 total?
Full points.
So let's see. Here's Amazo's dial. He's got 0 range. Blank dial all the way through, but you're going to see where he can get powers. He's got 10 movement, 12 attack, 19 defense, and 4 damage. Bunch of team ups that you can possibly do, and then these are his special powers. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose a character within 4 squares in line of fire, and up to 2 standard powers that character can use. If Amazo is 100 or 125 points, you may choose 3 standard powers instead. Amazo can use the chosen powers and has the printed range value of that character until he chooses again. Okay, so and it's any character. It does not have to be an opposing character. So within 4 squares on line of fire. So you just choose Magneto. Okay. Which will give him 8 range. That's crazy. And then you can give him 3 standard powers that the Magneto can use. So running shot, Pensai, and something else, whatever, ESD or something like that. And then he can use those chosen powers until he chooses. That's very good. And then he takes a maximum of 1 damage when attacked by a character that can use a power other than willpower that Amazo can use. All right, yeah. So he's very good. And then you pair that up with the team up card, the Flash. I know a lot of people are looking for these team up cards, especially the Amazo team-up card. It gives him hypersonic speed and super senses. Yeah, that's really good.
Also, other thing that I really like is instead of copying Magneto, it's copying the Mr. Sinister. Because Mr. Sinister has shape change, outwit, and stealth or energy shield, or even poison. Because if you copy the shape change, you get shape change, super sense on Amazo. He's hard to take down, and most of the characters will hit him only for 1 damage.
Yeah. No, giving him shape change super senses is always a good combo. And what else does Mr. Sinister have as he has. I mean, he's got range. He's got a large range. I don't know what his range is, but
He has 7 range. He has on click 1. He has 7 range. Phasing, teleport, sidestep, stealth, poison, energy shield, outwit, and shape change. So he gives lots of options for Amazo to use.
Yeah, so he's getting a lot of defensive powers, plus he's getting the hypersonic with the 7 range. That's really good.
That's the plan. Give him defenses, so your opponent can't hit Magneto because it's only 1 damage, can't hit Mr. Sinister because it's only 1 damage, can hit Isaac, but it's a stop and he's on the back of the map, and Price Sentinel is the same as Isaac, so you remove your options to your opponent to score points.
You know, I had an idea for a team too. I mean, basically using hard to kill pieces as well. I mean, I think hard to kill is going to be don't die is going to be pretty big post rotation. I mean, I know that Captain Marvel is a good piece. Using her at 95 points, or maybe even 150, but I was thinking 95. With her, she's got 2 stop clicks plus a lot of offensive powers. Immortal Hulk, although I know he gets worse after ID cards rotate out, but I think Immortal Hulk is still good. And you can use Steve Rogers and Magneto, right? Because if you use Steve Rogers and then with the Ultra Chase, he's hard to kill, and then you can bring in another piece like Magneto or Mr. Sinister or something like that. And then that's kind of a don't die team as well. I know also I think that Chase Thor is really good. Or actually, a lot of people have been talking about Ultron, using Ultron with.
I'm really not a big fan of the Ultron chase. I'm not a big fan of the chase because of the price. But the Thor is a point one. I really like him on the low point dial. I think the low point dial he can deal damage, has prob, he offers a lot to the team.
Well, you know what? I think actually a piece that's really shot up in price recently. I mean, I saw it going for like $80 maybe a few months ago, and now it's going for like more than that, like 120 or something like that. Is Jason Wingard? And I know a lot.
He's great. He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean he's a great piece, and I think a lot of people are going to be playing Hellfire Club.
Yeah, for sure. The little problem is the biggest Kowlin that he used today is the Cosmic Enclave that is retiring out. But he's still amazing piece, has lots of strong bystanders he can make. Even the cows from Eyes and all that big stuff he can make. Also, talking about prices, one figure that has saw the price going up these days was the Mr. Oz from the Rebirth set.
Oh yeah, well how much is it going for now? I don't even know.
I remember when I bought him, I paid like $8 for him. And now he's going for $29, $30.
Oh yeah. No, I someone was gonna sell him to me for $15 and I gave him $20. Because I feel like I was cheating him because it was a good piece. I think it was worth $20, so I gave him $20.
Also, I think we have to get an eye open for the WWE figures because we have some good stuff there.
I'm excited for the new set, the new WWE Wave 2. I don't know if you saw the previews for that. I mean, Hulk's coming out now, and there's a bunch of other figures. I like Kurt Angle. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. So
The WWE never had so much impact here in Brazil. So most of the people here only know the main characters. Like, actually, I'm one of these. I only discovered more WWE because of the Heroclix. Because outside of Heroclix, I only knew Undertaker, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan.
did you? I mean, are you a follower of WWE? Did you watch WrestleMania or anything?
Yeah, so these shows didn't arrive at Brazil. We didn't have these shows in Brazil.
Okay.
So maybe basically the only way of seeing it was like illegal ways, non-legal ways of watching stuff like internet.
Right. It's internet, like YouTube and things like that.
Yeah. So it didn't have the impact in Brazil. Most of the people that gets WWE figures on Brazil are because of their good on the meta on the game, not because of what they are.
Are there any WWE figures that you think are possibly meta post rotation?
Oh, I really like the Undertaker. Using the Remaker ring, he gets really good. Because he's hard to take down. With the Remaker ring, he has poison and shape change. He'll use what's the name of the brown power he has that he holds the guy and stays dealing damage.
Let's look at him. I'm gonna bring him up on AC Realms.
I'm trying to remember the brown circle on the attack. I'm not remember the name. It's something submission hold. He can hold the guy dealing damage and immobile. Also, he can use the Remaker ring to deal poison, deal more damage. He's a great figure.
So okay, so that brown power, that circle, that's submission hold. How does submission hold work again? Because I do forget a little bit of the WWE powers. I think that's
It's a poison. It's basically a poison, but he do the 1 damage. But he also gives the immobile to both figures.
Oh, okay. It gives immobile to both figures that are standing adjacent. Okay.
Yeah. So but since it's a poison that isn't called poison, so he can use this and poison.
Oh, if you give him Remaker, then he can do double. Yes, he can do.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good. And then he's got the shape change. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, other figure that I really like in this set is the Ed Guerrero because of his probability control and the 3 hits flurry is great. And the figure that I most use in this set is the Finn Balor, the one that comes with the ring.
Right. Well, Eddie Guerrero. Do you use him at full, Eddie Guerrero? I think you have to use the WWE figures at full.
Exactly. Actually, the only figure I saw people using without being full is I'm trying to remember the name. It's the guy that gives blood. It's Triple H. I saw people using Triple H on 45 points.
The one that gives him power?
Yeah. So I saw people using him it was Voyager, Pre-Medusas, him, and Stevie Rogers. So it was Avengers team, and Medusa and the bystanders had in power.
Oh, so all the Medusas have in power.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So every hair was hitting for 6 damage.
That's a neat trick. I like that. That's very good. Yeah, I really like Eddie Guerrero. That Triple H looks cool, actually. I mean, I like that combo.
It's the all for in team because if you miss, you lose. If you hit, you won.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, if you miss, you lose. Speaking of teams where, like, if you miss, you lose. If you hit, you won. Well, actually, no, I don't think it's really like that. But what do you think of Batman Prime, the new one coming out, and like possibly building teams around him?
The singing Batman.
Yeah, the singing Batman.
Man, I really like the figure. I think he's a great Avenger. He's really good. think people will use him.
Do you think he's better on Shield or Avenger?
That's a good question. I was building him with both sides. I think him alone is better on Shield because Shield offers more support. But since Shield offers more support, I really think Shield lacks good attackers.
Yeah.
So I think if you play him on Avenger, like he on the back, just giving shooting people, and the Captain Marvel on front holding the opponents, he can be really good.
I thought of giving maybe possibly giving Batman because so Batman, I mean what he does is I'll bring him up if they have him. I don't know if they have him on Realms.
Yeah, they are there.
Here, Batman Prime. So he's 4 clicks long. He starts with Mind Control and Incapacitate, Mastermind, and Shape Change. 6 movement, 12 attack, which is really good for 40 points. 18 defense and 1 damage. But you're probably using Mind Control on that first click. He moves through hindering. And he has a trait that says something when gone you can never regain. Free for the rest of the game. Batman can't use the Batman Ally team ability, which means he doesn't have stealth anymore. And whenever he occupies a clear square and is given a range action to use Incapacitate, Mind Control, or Penetrating Psychic Blast, he can use Improved Targeting Hindering. His character can make range attacks while adjacent to opposing characters. And may instead target all opposing characters within line of fire. So you're targeting everybody with Mind Control, or if you're using Pensai or Incapacitate, you're also targeting everybody. And if you're using Pensai, then you're dealing full damage to everybody that you're targeting. So, what I was thinking, you could Mind Control everybody, or you can. It's very versatile because you can choose to do Incap or Mind Control on that first click. But what I thought might be a good idea was put Exospecs on Batman, and then you can choose Pensai on the first click, and you can perplex him up, perplex his damage up, and just Pensai everybody on that first turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just thinking here because one of the problems of this Batman, one thing that I really doesn't like him because he has to target everyone.
Yeah.
If your opponent has a Dark Phoenix sitting there, he will target Dark Phoenix and it will retaliate on your face.
Yeah, unless you kill her. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he's good, but you have to think a little bit before just put him on the team and start shooting because he can really bring some problems to your team.
Yeah, and plus, the opponent can easily get around, being hit in the face with everybody. They can. I'm sure they can maneuver their pieces around so that not everybody gets hit. You know what I mean?
And we doesn't have like a full open map more. You have.
Yeah, and also it's not that effective against don't die teams like the one you were saying before, because if you're hitting everybody for 1 damage, you might take out some retaliators, but I feel like or if you're mind controlling everybody, but it's going to be disruptive, but it's not going to be the dagger in the heart of don't die teams.
And like I said, if you're playing against a high teamed team like +10, +9, or a high one, you can play against go to a map totally closed like a Muse and Hold or Kingston, then Batman will be useless.
Yeah, he'll be useless if you lose map roll. He's gonna be tough to use on your team.
Even some weird situations, but it doesn't work if he's on the hindered terrain. If I'm not wrong, right? He can't make he needs to be in a clear square. So if your opponent has something that makes free smoke cloud and finds a way to go to him.
So other than Amazo, I mean, with JLU, what other pieces stand out? Batman, Amazo.
Common Doctor Fate with the lots of copies.
You think he would be like a meta-worthy piece?
Oh, for sure, because just imagine like you have Doctor Fate and 4 copies. Only this will cost you 105 points. It's giving you a +5 team to Mystical, to Justice League, so it's a good keyword. You have access to 5 telekinesis, 5 enhancements. It gives you +2 action tokens, and 5 times the roll a d6 and remove token from Justice League guys. So I don't see a reason to doesn't use this. It's amazing. If you have a shooting Foxhead team, like Batman, you can use all these Fates and a Prime Batman. You can give +5 enhancement to Batman easily.
So with the 5 Dr. Fates, I mean, do you get a +5 action total?
No, he gives you +2 action total.
Oh, so +2 max, right?
Yeah, +2 max. But you have 5 guys with enhancement and 5 guys with telekinesis. So if you're using all of them and the Batman that is also Justice League, you have 5 chances of removing tokens from Batman. You have 5 telekinesis to position him, and you have lots of enhancement to raise his damage.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I was trying to envision that. So, I mean, let's say you had a team with the max 2 action total, and then you also had leadership on your team. That would be 4, 5, 6 actions. It would have to be 6 actions total.
Yeah, exactly. You can do 6 actions. And if you have like I'm not sure if she's rotating out the Power Girl, the Kingdom Come one.
I'm not sure if she is. I'm not sure, but I know what piece you're talking about.
And it's Power Girl. I don't know if I don't remember it's a Kingdom Come figure that she gives you +1 action if I'm not wrong. So you can have 7 actions. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to use all of your actions, but it's there. So I really think Justice League can appear on the meta because of this set. There's you have lots of not saying lots of good figures, but you have some figures that work really well. So if you pair them together, maybe with some of the chin-up cards, you can do something really good. Other thing that I really want to use on this set is the Super Hair Darkseid. He's great. He's amazing. He's awesome.
Do you think he's worthy as a kind of like a... I mean, for 200 points, though, it's a lot of points to spend on a figure. Do you think he will still be strong in a team?
I really think because he has good keywords. He's Cosmic. You can pair him with Lockjaw or other figures that are Cosmic and really good. He's Ruler. We have lots of new Ruler good things, like the Colossal Magneto. You could have a 25 points leadership for Darkseid. It's amazing. And like I said, Darkseid is really hard to take down. He has the Omega Beam stuff, so he's really good.
Let's look at him. So he is 8 clicks long. He's 200 points. Quintessence, team ability, 0 range, 8 movement with charge, 12 attack, 19 defense with invincible, 5 damage without wit. That's really good. Apocalypse, cosmic deity, new gods, and ruler keywords. He has a trait called Omega Beam. Free if Darkseid hasn't been moved or placed this turn, and no other opposing character is adjacent. Generate an Omega Beam marker, max 1. Free, roll 2d6. For each d6 result, you choose the order. Choose a horizontal or vertical direct path from the Omega Beam marker, and then place the marker exactly that many squares along that direct path. If either path first crosses a square occupied by an opposing character, remove the marker and then make a close attack, targeting that character regardless of adjacency, or a piece of blocking terrain, remove the marker, and then destroy that piece of blocking terrain. So for that trait, you could do this for free. You get either a free close attack, possibly, I mean, it's very situational, but free attacks are always good. Or you can destroy blocking terrain for free, and that's good as well. So that's a free thing that you do. You know, you can do that every turn. And then he has the Boom Tube Arrival trait, which is on a number of figures in the set. Phasing teleport. When Darkseid uses it, his speed value is 12, and after resolutions, remove an action token from him, which is kind of like a taxi built into the piece by itself. I mean, you can use that way if you wanted to, where you can move him 12 or up to 12, and then remove the action token from him to basically taxi him.
Just the Ubuntu arrival from Darkseid is different from the other Ubuntu arrival from the set, because all the others Ubuntu arrival are once per game. Darkseid isn't.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, so he can do that whenever.
Exactly. So he can make an Omega Beam marker, teleport 12 squares. Make Omega Beam marker, teleport 12 squares.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's good.
So he can become really annoying to get him, because he's quintessence, so he has protected outwit, and you can just teleport every turn.
And then he has traded Mastermind. When Darkseid uses Mastermind after resolutions, heal him 1 click. That's really good. And then he has this defensive ability from Clix 2 to Clix 7. And I like to also note that his defense goes all the way up to 20 on the last click, so it actually scales up. I mean, it starts at 19 and it dips down to 17, but then it moves up to 18 and then 19 and then 20 on his last click with regeneration. So his defense power is impervious but succeeds on a 4 through 6. Darkseid reduces penetrating damage dealt to him by equal or lower point characters, which is mostly everybody. Protected Pulse Wave. That's a really good power because he has a rollout from 4 to 6. He also mostly always reduces penetrating damage, so it's kind of like invincible. It's a really good. He seems like a really good all-around piece. I mean, for 200 points, he's definitely costed correctly, I feel like, but that's a good piece.
Yeah, I really, like I said, and today we have lots of the small points ruler figures that can pair really well with him. Like we have the Proteus, the green one, we have the Magneto. Even if you want to play the Mandarin, you can use it. So we have lots of good rulers today.
Yeah.
Even you can use him with the Captain America set guy that removes chain abilities.
Is Brainiac a ruler? The 10-point Brainiac?
I'm not sure. I think he isn't. Let me see if he's on rounds.
I don't know, but he's that. I mean, what do you think about those 10-point chases?
By the way, Brainiac is a ruler. Brainiac is Cosmic, Future, Injustice League, Legion of Doom, Robot, and Scientist.
Okay.
What I think, that question, you are asking to me as a player, or you are asking to me as a Brazilian?
As a Brazilian? Wait, what do you mean? Like,
I'm hating these figures because they will be really expensive, and you can have 4 on the same team, because who cares? It's 10 points.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I mean, whenever I see 10-point figure, I'm like,
Exactly, that's the problem. You see a low point figure and you think, okay, how many of these I can fit on a team?
Yeah.
Because, for example, let's use the Brainiac as example. I'm playing a robot team or Cosmic. If he's 10 points, he has outwit. You can easily use 4 of him for 4 outwits for 10 points.
And just imagine how much that team is going to cost somebody.
You found the problem. Because the team will be really expensive, but someone will pay for it. There's always someone who pays. But like we said, all the chases are really good. The Lex Luthor, the Groot, all the ones are good. I just doesn't like the fact that they are chase.
Yeah, I understand that. I definitely understand that. Although I've seen a lot of people talk about, or I've noticed some talking about, and some hype about the uncommon Superman 10-point Superman,
Oh, the
the robot one.
yeah, it's the robot one, right?
Yeah, because he's pretty good for 10 points. He's got 8 range. Um,
He has sidestep. He has a good text. Is this one?
Let me see.
He has sidestep. He's close expert. He's annoying. 10 points.
Yeah, so his full point value is 95, but he does have a 10-point line. Yeah, he's got. Oh, I thought he had 8 range. No, he has 4 range. He has 4 range, sidestep. He seems pretty good for 10 points. And he loses.
Talk about Superman. Check the hair Superman from this set. I see lots of Brazilians talking about him.
Oh, I love this rare Superman. Yeah, 175 points. He's got 3 stop clicks at the end of his.
He has 4 clicks of Invincible.
Yeah.
I saw some people talking about using him with the Soul Gem for the two-laner.
Oh yeah, forget about it. Because he's also got when he clears, he heals a click on those stop clicks as well. So he's got a lot of healing.
Exactly. So I really like him. I think I'm not sure if he'll be meta, but I think sometime you'll see someone using him.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because and you can equip him too. So you can put like you could put he's the one with 8 range. Yeah, so you could put like the exospecs on him.
Like I said to you, I saw some Brazilians talking about giving him the Soul Gem.
Oh right, yeah.
For the +1 defense and ranges and close to energy.
Yeah, I think that's a good piece. I mean, I've seen a lot of people are already going after super. His price is pretty high, as far as like pre-release pricing is going. A lot of people are searching for the rare Superman.
Tony.
Yeah.
Take a look on the Hair Amazo, the 041.
The rare Amazo. Okay, let me look at it. Let's see. .041. Oh yeah, I heard people talking about this piece as being like the next Unimind piece.
He's 290 points. So it's 10 points for the Soul Gem to be there.
Exactly.
Just imagine you building your team on a sealed event and you play against this.
Oh, and sealed? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually really going to be meta, but I feel like it's going to be really good sealed.
Because you see that 20 defense with perplex and you're like, okay, I'm never going to hit this guy.
Yeah, and there's also plenty of 10-point characters that you can put on your team along with him if you wanted to.
If you're lucky, you can pull a Brainiac, he's a tamed team.
Yeah. You pull a Chase, or if you pull even the uncommon Superman, that's 10 points.
Yeah, you go taming, so you still go tame. But like I said, I really think that JLU set has some really good stuff. You can really build some great teams with him, with these figures in general. Even the Amanda Waller, I think it's really good. It can appear on some teams. So I really think that Newskits nailed it on this set. It's amazing.
What do you think about the Fantastic Four starter set?
Oh, let me say, how can I explain this? I just love it. If I could, I would buy like 8 of it. Because it's amazing.
Which one?
All the starters, all figures on the set are amazing. If I could, I would buy 8 of these starter sets.
8 of them?
just to build like tower of starter sets. Why you buy all starter sets? Because I want a tower of starter sets. Because it's awesome. every figure is amazing. Besides the thing, but who cares?
Yeah, no, I mean, I the ones that stood out to me were Silver Surfer and Human Torch. I really liked Human Torch, with the poison and also the ping that it does to you, like it just if you move through it. I mean, that's traded too. You can't outwit that, so he just moves through you or adjacent to you, and then he pings you for one penetrating.
You can use Human Torch and Captain Marvel and be happy.
Right? Yeah. Although in that case, I might still want to use two Captain Marvels instead of a Human Torch. Well, I don't know because you the thing with the Captain Marvel is you can outwit her speed power.
Yeah. But really, you have Silver Surfer. He's amazing on the every point line. He's great. He's insanely good. Doctor Doom. He isn't the. I don't think he's meta, but he's fun to play. I can really see people using him to have on casual game because he's fun. Human Torch already talked about, and I can really see people making a scientist themed team using Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman.
I actually think. I mean, I was going to mention that. I was going to ask you like what your favorite new keyword, not new keyword, but like a keyword that is up and coming keyword. With the new sets being released, and I think scientist is a really strong keyword coming out of this.
This one little complaint I have about the Justice League set because it has too many scientists that are low points, and you want like 3 or 4 of each.
Yeah, like which ones? Like
the Star Lab scientist. It's 15 points, and you roll the d6 the start of the turn. No, it's a free action. Roll d6. The Star Lab scientist. He has power 2 enhancement, 3 support, 4 perplex, 5 outwit, and 6 pro. So you can have the best powers in game for 15 points, and you can play like 5 of these guys.
Yeah.
It's the JLU 007 figure.
Let me look at that. Star Lab scientist?
Yeah.
You know, I forgot to even mention, speaking of, because I was thinking of the Cadmus Lab scientist.
Cadmus is the Battle Fury one.
That's the Battle Fury one, and that's going to be good on Vulture teams.
Yeah, Cadmus is the Vulture lover.
Yeah.
But like I said to you, I really think all the scientists on JLU set are great. You can, like the Star Lab scientist, you can have like 5 on your team, and he'll be good.
Looking for a Star Lab scientist.
It's the 7 number.
I don't know how they spell.
007.
Here we go. I see it. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, you just free roll a d6. Oh yeah, you can get all these great powers. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, 15 points. So you can use a bunch of those.
And his trait, if you read the trait, you'll see that he has a free to roll the dice. If he gets the power he wants, he doesn't need to use the free again. He keeps the power until you use the free again.
Yeah.
So isn't that lucky? You don't need to be lucky every turn. You can have roll once, get the power you want, like perplex, and stop rolling. So you have like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 perplex on the team.
Yeah, no, that is really good if you roll. I mean, I feel like that's fun too, to just like, you know, the randomness of it is kind of makes a fun element to the game, you know? Like, all right, I'm going to roll to see if I get perplex or prob or, you know, whatever. But I mean, I understand you probably would have to or you would want to collect a lot of those pieces on for your team.
So, but I really think that with the retirement, with the ideas going out. We have a really diverse meta. We have lots of people playing really different stuff. Like you said, we will have people playing monsters, we have people playing scientists, we have people playing robots. So I really think you have a really diverse meta.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, do you think that do you think Vulture is scary in this meta, or what do you think?
I think Vulture will be. He's always scary. He'll be scared like like any other team probably. Like, oh, he's good. Of course, Vulture teams are good. You can go Vulture with Shield. You can go Vulture with non-tem. You can go Vulture with Avengers, or you can just go Brute Vulture. I don't know. People are crazy, but really, I think he's good. He has the chance of wiping your team in a single turn, but lots of figures can do that. Of course, not the way he does, but you sometimes you see, oh, that guy pull saved my entire team for 3 damage and now the game is over.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see that happens, but Vulture just go when he does that, you know that's over because he wiped everyone. But like I said, let me see. Let's find one guy here. For example, on the starter set, the Fantastic Four, you have the Mr. Fantastic, right?
Let me look at it.
The starter Fantastic Four, the
Okay.
Cosmic, the Mr. Fantastic.
At 100 or 75?
75.
Okay.
He has super senses, he has shape change, he has leadership, outwit, and the free removal power from a higher point.
Yeah.
But for example, you are playing a dark side, for just saying, and these guys remove your defense because he can, and someone else hits you for 6 damage. Isn't a vulture, but you can say that nothing the game is over, but you took a big hit on your main figure and the guy can still remove your stuff. So isn't only the vulture that can wipe your team. Other figures can do some so high damage or remove your main ways of playing that you are like out of the game.
Yeah, there's always that chance, I feel like.
And like you said, oh, Vulture is good, yes, but it's a 15 points piece. You can get one shot without much, but isn't that hard to one shot him? So I really think Vulture is good on shield team, but not only focusing the entire team for him work. I like when you play Vulture and the Kobik together.
Yeah, I like that. I like that combo, Vulture and Kobik. But I mean, do you think Kobik gets worse now without ID cards?
I really think Kobik gets worse on one side because she will be unable to calling IDs to deal damage for her. But I think she'll get better on the other side because people will need to bring more figures to the map, and this means like the return of bigger figures to the map, like 100 points, 200 points figures, and Kobik can just lock the backs.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, like I said, you have the problem that you lose the source of damage, the ID cards, but you have other figures that she can bring troubles.
But she needs Trader to do that, though, right? Or
so you can have Stevie Rogers and make Trader a shield.
Okay, yeah.
Or you can use Stevie Rogers and make the new Crimson Avenger a shield. The Prime on JLU, the Crimson Avenger. He has the free Smoke Cloud, but when you use his Smoke Cloud, opposing character on the smoke gets action token.
Okay.
So, let's say Kobik has its ways. And we agree that Kobik doesn't need to hold you forever. if he holds your figure for 2 or 3 turns, enough for take down the game.
Yeah, no, I definitely like Kobik with Vulture. I think Kobik Shield. I think Vulture Shield is probably the way to go. Right now, if you're doing Vulture teams, a lot of people have been talking about Vulture for a long time now. I mean, we'll see how it plays out once this lockdown is over, and we're all getting back out there to play Heroclix like we're very eager to do. I mean, over the recent few months, what have been the standout previews that you've taken a look at recently?
The previews, you say,
like one thing that I noticed that I really liked was Black Widow. The one on the motorcycle, and also another Black Widow that I saw that I really liked was the common one from the new Black Widow set. 009. Black Widow 009.
The shifting focus one.
The shifting focus one that makes Smoke Cloud for free, and then
removing the improved, right?
Yeah, removing the improved abilities and team abilities. I really thought that was cool.
Yeah, because everyone loves to remove the power cosmic from the Elders of the Universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here in Brazil, there's 3 things that are really common. Really, every time you go play, you see these guys. It's the Elders of the Universe in general, the Astronomer and the Gardener. You see these 2 like every time. Nimrod and Juggernaut. Oh, and Onslaught also. But these 3 are the main stuff you see in Brazil currently.
Nimrod and who else?
Juggernaut and the Onslaught.
Oh, Juggernaut and Onslaught. Yeah. Okay. Well, those are Onslaught and Juggernaut are like pauper pieces. They're really good in pauper.
Yeah, but like I said to you, in Brazil the stuff arrives later and more expensive. So people like figures that are cheap to get and are easy to play.
I love playing with Juggernaut and well, actually, I really like playing with Nimrod. Nimrod's a fun piece.
I think you'll see some Sentinels team appearing.
So, your video is kind of cutting out a little bit, but actually, did you have a question? I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, just talking about the previews. I think not only I, but I think everyone is curious about the new Galactus because he looks amazing.
Oh yeah. I just hope that they have a Herald function in the Galactus like they did with Galactic Guardians, because I really like that like the 150 point Herald that they had with the previous Galactus. So I hope they keep that in this new Galactus.
To have the Jaquim Thunder as the Herald.
I played with the Galactus once with the super rare Wolverine as my Herald. The one with the three stop clicks from X-Men Xavier School. It was pretty mean though. It was pretty mean. I feel like I shouldn't have picked that.
One of the first times I was playing, when I started playing Clix, I had like 2 months of gaming. I got a super booster, got the Galactus, and then we have a 600 points tournament, and I played the Galactus using the Brotherhood of Mutants team base as a hero.
Oh, nice.
But really, other thing that I'm really curious is the Batman, the preview. But on the sculpture was a Batman with the Star of Fight on his jumping with the hobbing clothes.
There was a preview of that? I didn't see that.
Let me find that figure. It's Batman.
Not the Batman. Is it the same sculpt as the Batman from the Starro set?
No, it's a bat. The Starro has the hobbing clothes.
Hobby clothes?
Yeah, it's called Jarro. It's a Starro Fight clothes dressed as Robin.
Oh, it's Robin. Okay, let me see.
Let me find it. I have this somewhere. But like I was saying, I really think this, besides the current world situation, this is a really good year for Clix. We have lots of good stuff being released. The sets are all amazing. Like I said, the JLU set just nailed it. It's great. It's a really good set. You see lots of the space on meta. It's fun to play also. Oh, here, found the figure. Let me send to you.
Yeah, send it to me through Discord.
Yeah, exactly. So I sent you on the chat. Let me see. You want? Oh yeah. It's on the Discord.
Oh. Oh, okay. So that was just a picture of the sculpt. Oh, that's cool. And that's a Heroclix piece?
Yeah, it's a Heroclix piece.
Yeah, I wonder what that's gonna do.
I'm curious how the Starro fight got a Robin clothes, but who cares?
Yeah. Was that in the cartoons, or I don't even know. I don't know. I've actually been watching the Justice League Unlimited cartoon while I'm stuck here at home. I've been.
I think it's a newer comic, but I'm not that sure. Oh, of course, we have the preview of the Ghost Rider Baby Thanos.
Oh yeah, the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah, that's a cool character.
The Ghost Rider and the Thanos baby. I don't know exactly from where it's from, but it's amazing. Who cares?
No, that you know who that is. You know who the secret identity of the Cosmic Ghost Rider is?
No idea.
Frank Castle, Punisher.
Okay. Okay, how? Just asking how.
So he made like a deal with Mephisto or something, like when he was fighting Galactus or something like that. I read the comic. I actually have the comic where he's revealed as being Punisher, and there's like he became the Herald of Galactus. So he has the that's why he has the cosmic that's why he's Cosmic Ghost Rider, because he has the power of the power cosmic, and then he fights like future Thanos. And like there's like a whole storyline where like Thanos is going up against future Thanos. It's pretty cool. And then he goes back in time to kidnap baby Thanos.
Makes sense. They could give him a DeLorean.
Yeah, give him a DeLorean, right? Yeah. No, I think he goes to Valhalla for some, like, I think he dies at one point and he's like sitting in Valhalla with like, I don't know, there's a lot of, you know what, I don't remember all of it, but it's a pretty crazy storyline. It's who's the writer? I forget the name of the writer. He wrote Venom. He wrote the most recent Venom series. Oh, Donny Cates. Donny Cates wrote it. He did a really good job with it too.
By the way, are you excited to see the Carnage set?
Yeah, the Carnage set is pretty exciting. I think I'm looking forward to like more equipment and stuff in that set. I think like another symbiote or something like that. Symbiotes, maybe a bunch of different symbiotes.
If I'm not wrong, they saw this. They showed on the previews, only the images and the text saying that we will have a Necrozord or something like that.
Okay.
I can't see what it does. Because if I'm not wrong, the Necrozord is the Zord that the Thor enemy used at the Gore the God Butcher or something like that.
Oh yeah, Gore the God Butcher, and then also Nell, right? Nell, isn't there like the god of the symbiotes or something like that? Nell or Null?
Yeah, that is something now, because if I'm not wrong, they changed a lot of the symbionts history, if I'm not wrong. Now that there is a god and a planet of symbionts is something really weird.
Yeah.
I saw that the Carnage now has like a stone on his head. It's strange. But I'm really curious to see how the set will go.
No, yeah, I'm very excited for Justice League Unlimited to be released. Fantastic Four, I'm super excited for. I think everybody's really excited for Fantastic Four. The Black Widow set looks pretty good. The gravity feed, it looks pretty good. I'm excited to see the movie. I mean, I know she's already dead, but like it's a prequel, but it's still gonna be good, I think.
Yeah.
And then also, and then what comes after that? Carnage.
I think it's Carnage after that.
Yeah.
We have the I forgot the name. The monthly event, but will be the Galactus stuff in the middle of the year. I'm not sure if WizKids will delay that, but the Galactus stuff.
Well, yeah, I think Galactus is gonna be really cool. Yeah, I mean that'll probably come out right around the same time as Fantastic Four. I imagine.
I think it would be like a wave, like War of Light and Civil War.
Do you think that they're gonna come out with more JLU stuff after this first set, like a?
No, I think that the Galactus will be a wave. The Galactus stuff will be like Civil War.
Okay.
But JLU, I really think that we'll have only more JLU like a Conalese figure.
Right.
Like
okay. Yeah.
Like the of the Lex Luthor and Brainiac stuff.
You know, if they were gonna make a JLU, because I've been watching the cartoon and I was thinking like if they were gonna make a Connelly figure for JLU, they should do Galatea.
They showed one already. They previewed one.
They previewed. What was it?
It was the Brainiac and Lex Luthor together.
Oh yeah, Brainiac and Lex Luthor. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool.
I can't wait to see what it does because Brainiac is amazing. Lex Luthor also is, so it probably will be a really good figure.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it wasn't this current the stuff on the happening in the world now, this is a great year for Clix.
Yeah, I feel like the quality of the Clix coming out has just been going up and up and up. You know, like the I don't know. People talk about like a power creep and stuff, but I just think they're fun to play. I think the mechanics are really good and they're innovative and creative. Every year the mechanics are getting better and better.
I really doesn't see this as a power creep because we had the Avengers Black Panther and set, Avengers Black Panther and the Illuminati. It's a really great set. It's amazing. We have the Elders of the Universe, Gardener, Astronomer. We have Kobe. We have a really big group of great characters, and people wasn't complaining about power creep. Then Captain America was released. It's a good set, but I really think the impact of the Avenger and Black Panther set was much greater, and people are complaining about power creep on Captain America when Avenger was really Black Panther was a really stronger set. So I really doesn't think that it's a power creep because I think we have more good figures on lower rarities. That's the big deal on the sets now.
I think that's good too. You should have better figures at lower rarities. I think it makes it more accessible for people to play.
Exactly. Like, for example, Amazo, the common one. He's a really good figure, he's great, and he's a common. So.
And the Dr. Fate as well. The Dr. Fate's a common.
Common.
Even the Joker, with the Joker bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty good figure.
So we have lots of figures that aren't super rare or chase. Because if you only give the good stuff to super rare or chase figures, lots of people aren't going to play because of it will be really expensive. Of course, we agree that competitive games are always expensive in any game you play, but you can have good common stuff. There is no reason for it doesn't have.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, spread it out, you know. Have good figures in every rarity, you know.
By the way, just a last question about the JLU set for you.
Okay.
Do you think Ace will be played?
Ace, let me look at her because I do think she's got a lot of buzz going on around her.
The ones that removes probability control from everyone.
Ace. Not that ace, that ace. Okay. Yeah, super rare. 6 range with 2 targets. 60 points. She has the Gotham City Underworld keyword. Okay. Also Project Cadmus and Royal Flush Gang. But I think people play her on teams even without a keyword, I feel like. Let's see.
If she was 10 points lower, she would be a great Avenger.
Yeah, right, of course. But you can't have that with everybody. No, of course she would be. Let me see. So, when Ace is KO'd by an opponent's close attack, deal 1 avoidable damage to that character. When Ace is KO'd by an opponent's range attack, deal 1 avoidable damage to each opposing character. So you want to definitely hit her close instead of range. And you're still taking damage. She's got Perplex. She's got TK, which is already really good for 60 points as a support piece. She also has Barrier. So yeah, she's definitely a really good support piece. Shape Change and Probability Control. Okay, so she has everything here. She's got TK, Perplex, Prob, and Barrier. Other characters can't use Prob except for Theme Team Prob. I mean, I think she's definitely going to be used. So you're turning off your opponent's probability control. I think that's definitely a good piece to use defensively. I mean, it depends on if there's other options out there that are better for 60 points. I mean, or less. I mean, I know people are going to be playing with Q, and even like, actually speaking to your comment about rarity, I like that they came out with the question.
For sure.
Because he's only a common or an uncommon, I think.
Yeah, he's a common, I guess. Oh no, he's uncommon.
He's an uncommon. But I mean, yeah. So I like that they came out with him because Q is like a piece that's really expensive and hard to find. Trelane, I mean, he's rotating out, but he was also really expensive. So now you have a piece that's for sure easier to get, But I mean, like Ace, I think is a good piece. I think she'll be used definitely. I don't know if she's like the best choice for teams for 60 points when you could have something else for 60 points, but I think she is really good.
I really think that Q is a figure that's wrong, really, because it's basically the only good figure in the entire set. It's a super rare prime. I really think that Q is a wrong figure.
Yeah, no,
the entire figure, only the figure is more expensive than the entire Gravity Feed set.
Yeah, no, I don't understand, like, I mean, I guess, no, the thing with that is, like, I mean, when it came out, it was a super rare prime, so, I mean, it's equivalent to a chase, I guess, but, like, these prices have been, I noticed they've been going up a lot, and I mean, I think just people are willing to spend more money on the figure itself. I don't know, like, I don't know why people would spend like $200, $300 on Q, like the same thing even with like Thanos when it came out, the Ultra Chase. Even Ultra Chases I understand, but like pieces that are lower rarity, that shoot up in price, I guess it's because people just want them really badly because they're good figures, you know.
Yeah, I know that like Quick Q is a great figure, but will he pay his price? If you buy the Q, are you going to use him enough to worth the $300?
I don't think so. I mean, especially now with the current scene with like I don't think people are going to be playing Cosmic as much as before because Groot's gone. So I don't think there's not a very good option for leadership on a Cosmic team. So I think it's hard to play Cosmic right now.
Like I said, you can run press, but isn't the same thing.
But you could also play Q on a non-themed team and have a pretty good team.
Yeah, you can play Q, Ace, Question, all the same team. And your opponent will never play with you again.
Yeah. There was another Black Widow. There was another Black Widow that says I was when I was looking through the previews and stuff. There was a Black Widow that said if you roll a 10 or above, it cannot be re-rolled, and if your opponent rolls a 4 or less, it cannot be re-rolled.
Chase Black Widow, right?
Is that the chase? Yeah.
Yeah,
But I thought it was funny because like I could just picture my opponent like crit missing and then like not being able to do anything about it.
Get your crit miss and be happy about it.
Yeah. So, Tiago, I think we're out of time. But I wanted to thank you for joining us on Coffee and Clix. Thank you for talking. It's been a pleasure.
I just have to thank you for inviting me here. I really like to talk about Clix. Since we are not able to play now, so we can talk about it at least.
Yeah, we could definitely talk about it, and I hope everybody that's watching at home is enjoying the conversation. So, yeah, I mean, don't forget everybody at home. I'm Tlish, and wake up and smell the Clix. That's me signing off.
Okay. Thanks, Tony.